At last, Linian and Nat's sibling has been released. Yep, the pretty-faced introvert, the one and only Freminet. He is the new 4-star Fontaine characters who get right up. Surely, some of you are confused by the way his kit works, whether he is a cryo DPS or maybe a physical DPS. After trial and error, he's actually a physical DPS, with fresh and fascinating gameplay. Firstly, let's get to his talents. Pressurized Flow. After activation, Freminet attacks the enemies and inflicts cryo damage. You'll get Shattering Pressure. The gods beside Freminet, as you can see here, is the Shattering Pressure. Looking closely, there are 4 bars in the gauge. If you tap Freminet's skill when the bar is on level 1, Freminet will inflict cryo damage to the enemies. If you tap the skill when it's on level 2, Freminet will inflict cryo damage with a bit of physical damage. On level 3, the effects are similar as the previous level, but with the physical damage being higher than the cryo damage. If you let Pressurized Flow gauge on level 4, Freminet's normal attack turns into giving full physical damage. The higher the level of Pressurized Flow, the lower the cryo damage, but the bigger the physical damage. This skill has 10 seconds cooldown. Next, Freminet's ultimate, Shadowhunter's Ambush. After ultimate, Freminet's cooldown skill will be reset, and he will inflict AoE cryo damage to enemies. As long as Freminet is on his ultimate stance, he gets interruption resistance. And some buffs. The buffs are 70% decrease in cooldown skill, so you can spam his skill and every normal attack hit will boost his skill gauge. Plus, Freminet gives additional damage during his ultimate stance. It will be incomplete if we only talk about his skill and ultimate. We need to get into his passive talents as well. Saturation Deep Dive. When Pressurized Flow gauge is on level 4, the skill cooldown will be reduced by 1 second. Next, Parallel Condensers. When Freminet triggers Saturn's reaction to the enemies, his damage will increase to 40%. Personally, this is what makes Freminet fascinating, since he is the first character who focuses on Saturn reaction, plus deep water navigation. If you bring along Freminet, your party's stamina consumptions during swimming will decrease by 35%, suitable for Fontain's underwater exploration. Knowing the way his kit works, let's get to Freminet's build. For a 5-star weapon, you can equip some of Broken Pines and Beacon of the Red Sea. For the 4-star weapons, Snow Tom Star Silver, Prototype Archaic, and Serpent Spine. Freminet has some options for his artifacts, as he focuses on physical damage. His best artifact is Pulse Flame for extra attack and physical damage. There are alternative artifacts which are Split Piece of 2 Bloodstains and 2 Pulse Flame, or 2 Gladiator with 2 Pulse Flame or Bloodstain. The prioritized substat or mindset in artifacts uses focus on crit rate, crit damage, attack percent, and then energy recharge, with surely physical damage from the goblet. Last, team compositions. I have 2 options in mind. First, Saturn's physical Freminet. You can mix and match Hydro, Cryo, or Animal characters here. With an important note, making sure to have 2 Cryo characters on team, such as Freminet and Mika or Rosaria, and add 2 Hydros, such as Shinjo, Kokumi, Yelan, or Barbara. You can use another option by pairing 1 Hydro with 1 animal who focuses on elemental mastery, like Kazuha or Sucrose. Second, Superconduct Freminet team. This is effective if you have C4 Freminet, as he doesn't depend solely on the Saturn reaction, but also gets extra damage from Frozen and Superconduct reaction. And since Superconduct can decrease the enemy physical resistance, this team comp is really good for Freminet. In this team, add another Cryo character, like Mika or Rosaria, then Hydro character, such as Yelan, Shinjo, Kokumi, or Barbara. Then add Electro character for Superconduct, like Raiden, Fischl, or Cookie. Those are the complete guide for Freminet. We can conclude that he is main DPS who depends on physical damage. Finally, we have another physical damage DPS aside from Razor and Eula. After quite some time, Freminet has a fresh and fascinating kit. It's fun to play. Exploring underwater, Freminet is the perfect guy for the perfect job. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, like, share, comment for more contents like this, and turn on the notification button so you won't miss anything. See you later, alligator!